charts with emoji. Dollar bills and beats, we feel so free. Market rising fast, just like the sea. In this trading world, we got the key. Bulls and bears that dance with our luck. Moji's got that charm, never stuck. Crypto's flying high, it's so wild. Trading like a pro, feeling styled. Watch the screen light up, it's a show. Numbers spinning, fast cash flow. Moji and me, we stealing the spotlight. Day trading moves all day, all night. Candlesticks, they flicker like a flame. In this money game, we stake our claim. Moji's wisdom never goes untamed. Winning every trade, no one's the same. Market trades, we ride like the wind. Every profit made feels like we sinned. Up and down, we groove with delight. In Moji's world, everything's alright. Green and red, they paint our days. Fortunes made in so many ways. Feeling the rhythm in every trade. Moji and me, the perfect brigade. Watch the screen light up, it's a show. Numbers spinning fast, cash flow low. Moji and we still style. Dating like a profit brigade. Whoa. Candlesticks, they flicker like a flame. In this money game, we stake our claim. Moji and we still styled. Winning every trade, no one's the same. Watch the screen light up, it's a show. Numbers spinning, fast cash flow. Moji and me, we stealing the spotlight. Day trading moves all day, all night. Candlesticks, they flicker like a flame. In this money game, we stake our claim. Moji's wisdom never goes untamed. Winning every trade, no one's the same. Market trades, we ride like the wind. Every profit made feels like we sinned. Up and down, we groove with delight. In Moji's world, everything's alright. Green and red, they paint our days. Fortunes made in so many ways. Feeling the rhythm in every trade. Moji and me, the perfect brigade. Whoa. Perfect brigade. Oh, perfect brigade. Oh, yeah. Running through the charts with
Volume. Oh, my loud shit today now. Yeah, my laptop's up to date.
There you go. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a Friday session. Okay, we got Cloud on the line. Ooh,
Oh,
ooh.
my lungs are longing right now. Ah, I just realized I didn't. I cut him. I just realized I cut him. I just realized I cut him. I just looked at my P&L. It's not moving. Remember, Mo, I had the 5 micro store running and I cut him.
Yeah.
Oh.
So good morning, everybody. Welcome to another live call. This is a Friday Power Hour call. We're gonna be on until 10:30. If there's anything good, we'll stretch it to 11. All right. So what do we got going on right now? Presently, we are in the 4-hour grade cheat box, getting close to my short on stall level. Let's see what New York wants to bring. I believe Cloud got into a long, probably, I'm guessing, at around the 220s.
Yeah, yeah, right
To
around
see.
BWAP in the previous monthly close.
Yeah.
So previous monthly close is 226. So right around there, right around VWAP, the 4 hour Everything was there pretty much.
TPO right
And
now
it
went from
was
yellow to green. So go ahead, Cliff.
no, no, no. I was just saying it was choppy this morning. Hold on, let me grab my headphones. Oh man, that was a rookie mistake by me. Rookie mistake. Good morning, Julia. Good morning, Horatio. I am bullish as well, Horatio. I am extremely bullish. Everyone, I mean, I don't think I've taken a short. God knows how long I've, like, how long it's been since I've taken a short. Golly, it wants more. Hold on. Hold on. What time is it? All right. Ooh, 2 minutes. Right. All right, we're about to be open soon. Remember, it's Friday. But some of my friends on the YouTube had traded with me live this week. If you traded yesterday with us, we caught a nice 250-point move. Let's not give it away today. Let's trade smart. Let's keep our profits. Let's not just take the initial candle we see at open. Let's wait 5, 15, or even 30 minutes. We have news at 10 o'clock, by the way.
What news? What news is it?
I'll look at it real quick. ISM.
Okay. Let's see. All right, we are officially open. All right, let's get our trading music on and let's get ready to trade. Let's see.
It's looking real enticing. Oh my God, yes, yeah. All right, I'm looking now. I'm very much looking now.
What do I want to do here?
Are we gonna get continuation up? That is the million dollar question here.
This sucks. I gotta wait. Oh well. It's alright. Okay, so let's see where would be a nice entry point. It would have to come back down to about 300.
We are at the bottom of the super expensive box as well too. Keep that in mind. I don't know if I see the longs just pushing past this area right here right now, honestly. I could be wrong though. Okay. I was wrong.
I gotta wait for an area, so I'm gonna be waiting this morning.
This might be one of the days where we missed the move. Trying to be patient, you know.
Yeah, it may be, but because the moves look like it
Golly.
started
What
at
this?
around 9.
I'm more mad because I was in a position and I, took profit because we were getting close to open rather than protecting myself at a 10 or 20 point stop loss above break even because I was already up on the trade, already took TP1 and TP2.
All right, let's see now. All right, okay, so the open came out with a bang. Now let's see. All right, so the first place would be if it came back to 330 and stalled. Then if it stalled, yeah, same thing, about 330 or 300. That would be my opportunity to get in the long if it could stay above 300. Yeah. Yeah, wow, it peaked all the way up to there. Nice. Okay.
My muscle bubbles. I'm having technical difficulties right now. Hold on, you guys.
Let's see here.
Okay. Okay. All right. So we have a weekly level right here on Nasdaq at 327. If price can hold here, I can see it's coming up to 378. If not, I see it's coming down quickly to 293, 291 area. Let's see the 300 on holds. If not, we are coming down. Sorry, for some reason TradingView erased my levels on one of my charts. I don't know how that happened. We are back live. All right, you guys. Again, it's Friday. We do have news at 10 o'clock. Let's be patient. In my personal opinion, Fridays are our trendiest day in the market. Let's take advantage of it. Let's not get back any profits from this week. We've been very profitable this week. Let's keep it up. Let's end our first week green for the year. Oh. Going long here in super expensive box is not advised, and also going long when price is expensive in general is also not a great advice to take.
No, in my little chart thing, this area here, I'll draw it out. The area in between the expensive and super expensive box for longs is a wait zone, meaning I'm waiting for either new context or new information to come out if I want to enter long. Yes, I will get signals from indicate other indicators and stuff. That's great, but if you're looking to maximize your reward, this is a low probability to maximize that reward. And what I mean by maximize, 100 some odd points, you know. And also, if you want to load up on contracts, I would not load up on contracts here. That's just my personal opinion. Using this 4-hour forecaster as a way to protect my capital. I mean, this first 15 minutes of this opening is
Thing is, like
like
I'm usually so aggressive. I just don't know why today I haven't been able to pull the trigger. Oh my god, violence in the market. I normally can- I normally can take full advantage of this. I normally can take full advantage of this.
yeah, but it'll come. Like it's like anything, right? Trade your chart, trade your plan. If you're seeing something on your plan right now, yes, the move looks great, right? Obviously, because it's if you want to go long, you see this at price action, you're like, wow, man, this is what I was looking for. But if it wasn't at either a level you had or your setup wasn't available, this is one of those moments where you gotta accept what it is. Okay, you know what? This sucker flew without me in the first 10 minutes of the market. Let me see what's gonna happen next, and you'll find, and then you find your entry points.
I mean, for me personally, on one of my accounts last night, I was super green. On another account, I lost 500. Or no, actually, I lied. I hit a daily loss limit. Actually, I'm looking at it now. I hit a daily loss limit. I was before I before I hit the daily loss limit. The trade I was in was down 500. On my third account, on my funded, I was actually close to hitting a daily loss limit on that one. I got that account green. I ended up making $700 on that account. I didn't want to take another trade because I had already clawed back to that point of being profit. And then when I saw the open and the fact that I closed out of my longs right before open and the move happened after that, it put a sour taste in my mouth. And also it's like it was already breaking out, and I'm not really a good breakout trader, honestly. Everyone knows I like to like get in like right before the move happens. So whenever a move happens, it's hard for me to kind of scalp it or even want to get into that move.
Yeah, I mean, if we zoom out to the 15 minute, I mean, you can. Yeah, I'll do it for you guys here. I'll zoom out to the 15 minute. Do you really want to enter at the top of a 15 minute candle right now?
Do I want to enter the top of a 15-minute candle, you said?
Yeah.
No,
No,
personally,
because
no.
what's the higher probability? Higher probability is it'll come back first before it pushes on to the next one. And we only got 2 minutes left in this 15 minute candle. So that's your next opportunity. Because I'm talking to everybody out there. Like, if you just understand, you got to look. This is what I love about the TWA community. Yeah, we enter on smaller time frames, but we look at the whole picture to get the directional idea. So, if for example, me, I'm not going long here because one, this was a huge 15-minute candle, and it's towards the end of it. So the likelihood in 2 minutes of this giving me a good return without massive drawdown is low. And two, we're at the, if I'm using the 4 hour forecaster, we're at the really, expensive box. So again, what's the likelihood that it's going to break through that and continue at the time I enter now? Not high. So this is why I'm saying just wait. Just give yourself a couple of ticks just to wait. And, 2 minutes, this open will be over. And then at 10 o'clock, we get a new 4 hour. We get news. That means volatility. That means action. So
I don't
still
think I'm
right in front of
taking.
us.
Yeah, I don't think I'm taking any more trades today. If I would have stayed on my trade this morning, that would have been 180 points
Yeah.
and counting. So personally, for me, it's like that puts a very sour taste in my mouth. Almost 200 points if I would have held my trade from pre-market. That puts a very sour taste in my mouth.
Well, that's a good opportunity to note that and to note down why you either peeled off or took out, and just to note it down for next time.
I was being a scaredy cat. Uh,
Yeah,
so I'm
it's
still
the
trying
open. Yeah, it's always at the open. The open makes us do crazy things. Because it does crazy things. Like that, it's not unfounded. How many opens, Cloud, have we been a part of where, like, you're in a long and there's a giant wick that takes you out that you thought you were safe before it continued?
Yeah, and it's like, yesterday was one of those mornings where it's like I caught the trade right at open.
Mhm.
The trade went 50 points. I was only able to lock in like 25 points of that. And this morning, with it being Friday, with me already being green on one account, daily loss limit on another account, third account, finally going back to break. I mean, I'm finally getting green after almost being stopped off for the day. I didn't want to be aggressive for this open, and give back the 700 that I made,
Yeah.
because I was already down on the day.
And all that matters, everybody. Just everybody out there. It all matters. Every trade you take chips away at your decision making, because it takes a lot to make those decisions.
It's a lot of emotion that goes into every decision you make, especially in trading. Like, trading really isn't fun, honestly. Like, it's fun. I like it, but God, it sucks.
Yeah.
God, it sucks. Like, it sucks.
Yeah, because you're making, and like, we don't realize it when we're in it, when we're doing it, because you go back to how you were taught to trade, right? What you're looking for, blah blah blah, all that stuff. But to go through that on every setup, there is emotion to it. However, these indicators do help limit those emotions, but you still got to push the button. The indicators will never push the button for you. That's your job. Your job is to execute and secure capital. That's basically, once you've done that, how far it will go, how many points you get, you have zero control over. You can know the likelihood, that's why you enter it, right? But you won't, I can't make this go 200 points back so I can get into a long. I can't, you know. So I just wait. Like right now, what you're seeing on your screen, right? Like, everything's green. All right. So I'm just waiting for the opportunity to get in the long. Now, some people would ask, well, would you short here? Me personally, no, because I'm looking long.
Yeah. Like if you're looking for the longs, looking for the short, look for that first. Wait, mark some levels, wait for some rejections, and then play the opposite. Don't just play the shorts because the longs ran up, you missed the longs, and now you want to try to counter trend. Don't do that.
Yeah, because you'll get wrecked. This is expected. I actually, it's super expensive. All right, let the price come down to an area where I would like to go in. Now, it's just unfortunate timing that at this 4-hour forecaster, it would have to come down significantly before I really would like to enter. And I'm talking about it would have to come back to like in the 250s for me to even consider entering a long right now. So that's why I just wait. Patience. Now I'm trying to figure out how to get a Cloud's chart to work again. Audio mapping. Let's see. What's happening here? Excuse me. Okay, let's see. We got those up. How are we looking here?
Our weekly right here at 3:78. We're gonna be pulling in at 27, 50 range.
Ooh.
Let's be careful here because it can violently shoot down 50 points in literally in one candle.
So, Cloud, what does this news tell us today? Like, what is it? the significance of it.
So like ISM is one of the leading indicators for the economic health. It pretty much just looks at business conditions, including employment, production, new orders, prices, supply, delivery, and inventories. So pretty much just telling us what is the health of our business markets.
Okay.
Yeah, so like that's what I was talking about that weekly level of 378 to 327. I didn't take that, but you know, I wanted a nice strong move back above 400. Like right now, like you could take a long back up to 378 here, or you could potentially wait for us to come back down to 300 or even 293 monthly level. But right now we are super expensive still.
Yeah. We got 8 minutes to a new 4 hour. So let's see. Is anyone in a trade right now? Long,
Or
short,
looking to
doesn't
get
matter.
into a trade.
Nope. Good, just waiting.
Mo, you still flat, right?
Yeah, I haven't taken one trade yet. So I need, since I'm looking long, I'm waiting for a good area to go in. Because based on what I see right now, where we are presently, and this is the 4 hour forecaster, by the way, that's where I'm making this decision from. If I'm looking long, I don't see opportunity here. Just, like, I also don't like the shorts. Why don't I like the shorts? Well, because you see how the TPO is green still, and even though my probability oscillator, I think it's the VWAP, I think it's red right now, but we're still sitting on top of it, meaning that pilot line is sitting on top of it, green. So basically, I don't have enough information on my chart to say, yeah, go short. And I'm not in a good area to say, yeah, go long. So I just wait.
Okay, we're back above that weekly level I called out. Let's see if we can get a quick move to 400. We are also inside of a money zone. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm on a smaller time frame. Oh, it's 15-second there too, as well. What's a 30-second? I don't like having a money zone right at a level. I don't care if it's a 15-second, 30-second. I don't care what time frame it is. I don't like having money zones right at levels.
All right, we got 3 minutes. I need new context to see what's gonna happen today. What if I have any opportunities today? Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
one of my goals this year for 2025 to be super selective on my trades. So that's what I'm working on.
new FAR is coming up soon, so I'm just gonna just play on my phone. Wait 2 minutes.
I'm still trying to figure out this sound thing because I want your chart up. It's the garbage trucks. Let me just mute that for a second. Okay. Okay, we got
Oh
2
wow.
minutes. I like this movement. Got a new 4 hour.
So do I.
What, about 1 minute left?
Yeah, just be patient. Right at the money zone again, right at the weekly level. Yeah. Mm. It kind of makes you want to, try something.
I think your news is about to drop, and we're gonna get some nice participation.
You got a bias button, potentially printing, potentially.
There we go. Okay. Let's see if I can get in anything. Whoa.
Oh my God.
I'll give it a little bit. A little bit of time to shake itself out.
So violent, my internet almost went out, or my screen went for a second. It was so violent. Nasdaq, man.
It couldn't take all that bandwidth. All right, let's see what we're doing here.
Against 15-second bearish money zone. We are still at a key weekly level. That violent push really was just a wick to the New York high.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, there's a good setup short. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, let's see, what is the... No, it's the down looking.
I'm looking kind of crazy right now.
Okay.
Again, we have to get above this weekly level up here. We have to. And I think we can. We're right here at it. We're right here at it. Oh, let's go. Let's get over this week. Let's stay over this weekly level though. Let's stay over it though. Let's stay over it. Let's stay over it. Let's stay over it. We also want to get above this 4 hour. Have a nice close above this 4 hour. If we can't and we reject down, then I think most shorts that he is potentially contemplating might work out. I'm still bullish though. I'm still leaning towards the longs. I mean, I've been bullish. Like
me too. Like I'm leaning more long than short. I'm just waiting for a nice. That was that it. I didn't like any of that. See, the IVD is off. The background is off.
Candles are still green. Fridays we trend, baby. Fridays we trend. I almost said a bad word, but Fridays we trend, baby. Fridays we effing trend. I really feel like, honestly, like I really feel like days like today, it just kind of goes to show why the indicators of mentorship levels are so key for trading. You know, now let's see if we can get to the previous weekly low of 478. I mean 476 up here, or even the previous daily high of 490. You know, you can hide your stop behind the 4 hour. I'm extremely bullish for for the day. This is gonna be my my last trade for the day. And my entry on this trade was at 356. 356. And I literally took that because of how we were playing with the forecaster on both auto and small. On if you look at it on auto setting, we were playing on the top of the cheat box. You know, when I entered. If you look at the small, we wicked the top of the cheat box. Small is what Mo is sharing right here.
Mm-hmm.
This trade was very quick as I didn't let the news digest yet. And I'm only in 5 micro, but it's 5 micros up over 50 points. I'm gonna lock in 3 micros just to get that itch out, you know. So it looks like we don't want to make a strong a new high for New York, which is honestly for a Friday is kind of disheartening a little bit. You know, especially since we had news out, and I expected us to keep trending up, just going to the weekly level, kind of what I called out. But I guess Nasdaq had other plans. Oh, okay. So we did not go to the 4 hour close, and it looks like we might potentially have enough gas. Potentially, there's still potential for us to break down here. Let's see if the Bulls can step back in. Right now, they're fighting hard right now. They're winning, but it's they're putting up the Bears are putting up a strong fight though.
I'm still waiting.
All right, on YM, we are approaching the London high on YM as we speak right now. On ES, we just wicked off the previous weekly high, so we're approaching some nice levels across the board on Nasdaq, ES, YM. So let's just see kind of what happens here. Let's see if we get a breakdown across the board. Potential double top forming on ES. We still have a little bit more room on YM. Nasdaq has more room up. It looks like it wants to start stalling out here. Let's see what happens. If you look at Nasdaq from a 1 minute standpoint, we are potentially creating a double top as well too. ES has formed a double top on a 1 minute time frame chart, but everything is still green. So usually when you have these double tops, double bottoms, type of things, you got to look to see what the indicators are telling you. What the indicators are telling us that we're still bullish. They're still saying that we still have more room up. It's going to be a fight, but we do have more room up.
Yeah, I personally I don't see any entries for me as of yet.
I don't blame you, man. It's again,
Because like,
Mo. Go ahead.
because the reason is my probability stuff is telling me like bullish, right? But the present price action that I'm looking at in front of me, it telling me it wants to push down before it takes the other leg up. So we just got a Gabby button pushing down. My surge is telling me short. Right now everything is telling me as far as short term, it's coming down.
I guess those double tops on both ES and Nasdaq played out. I guess the Bulls didn't want to break above these levels on both ES and YM. And Nasdaq. On ES, we wicked the top of the previous weekly low. On Nasdaq, we couldn't make a new high in New York, but we did double top. As you can see on most screen, we did wick the cheap box. If you have a hair
Hair trigger.
trick, yeah. Thank you. If you're quick with it, then you can take it, but you have to be quick. Like when some of these triggers happen, they happen so quick, and they may only get you 20 points, and that may be all you need to satisfy your profit balance for the day is 20 points. Hmm. It looks like South got 100 points.
Yeah, if you were trading before the open today, you know, the long was the play.
Yeah, if you want an idiot like me, you would have held for almost 20 points.
If you're just a New York player like I am, um, to be honest with you, according to my setup, I haven't had any clean setups yet. So that's why I haven't taken anything. There's been moves. Don't get me wrong. There's been moves, right? Like there's 100 points. It's been 100 point range between. I'll tell you right now. We're 930. Like from 300 to 400. That's a 100 point swing. Then you have 430 back down to about 310. That's another 100 points. So we've been taking 100 point swings, both directions.
It looks like longs are trying to print, but I don't trust them. I don't trust them. And the reason why I say I don't trust them, if you look at most very top screen, you see you have two different I don't know what you want to call them. Mo, can you hover over those two things at the top of your screen?
Oh, here.
Those two lines, yeah. No, the very top, above the dashboard,
But where? Hold on. Above the dashboard. Oh,
right
yeah,
there.
yeah,
Yeah.
these two.
So
Yeah.
right there. So the second one is I'm assuming is most TPO candles.
The first one's TPO. The second one is IVD.
Okay. Okay. So we see the IVD candles turn gray, and on mine turned gray. Right when I said I think the shorts want to play out, but I don't trust them. The reason why I say I don't trust them because you can see they were first green.
Mm-hmm.
And we got a bullish push and then they turn gray. A lot of times that's just bearish just trying to just just trying to better position themselves for a bigger push down or a better push down. As you can see here, we're getting that push down. Let's see if we can come down to about. I don't want to be too aggressive. Let's start off with 280 first. Let's see if we get down to 280. But we are in a bullish money zone. But let's see if we get down to 280. I think we can end up at the previous daily close, but that's almost 150 points from here. We are right at VWAP. Also,
TPOs just clicked off. See if they stay off.
We just hit the London high. Also, this is also a monthly level as well too. Actually, no, it's not a no.
Let's look in here.
It's up so low.
Okay. All right. If we could stay above here, then I'm gonna be looking long. This is where I want to stay above. Ah, crap. The background turned red.
Yeah, I know, man.
So what does that mean when the background turns red? That means right now, like, you know, likelihood is price will be pushing further down. Okay, let's see. Can price stay below 300 or does it want to get kicked back out of 300? Woo! Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my gosh.
All right, we're approaching some levels that I called out a second ago. Let's see if they can hold a little bit. This monthly level, this monthly open right here.
It's going down.
Damn.
Abandoned ship is going down.
My next strong level that I expect us to hold is 226 down here. Let's see if we can get on to 226.
Let me see what's going on here. Okay. So the level I'm really looking at right now is 21,300. If we stay below that, then I can look for shorts. But to be honest with you, I think it's gonna pop back above it. Man, that took a long dump down. Look at that. Because where is that on here? That is right there. Yeah, 250, 300.
The longs do look attractive, but it's just something about them that just make me. I think
We
you
got
can get you a quick little 30 points though to at least 327. If we can get above VWAP.
For me, it's this 300 area. Like if we stick above here,
Then once we get above 327, I'll put my stop right around
here
VWAP.
comes. All right, I'm about to go in this. I'm about to go in this. Amen. Okay, I'm in long. Let me see if I can get a TP1.
You gotta keep the stop loss still around VWAP just in case we come down.
Yeah.
Once we get above 360, you can move your stop loss up to at least like 340 area. But even then, it's kind of tricky because 360 is still it's a money zone right there. Look, bearish money zone.
I'm out. All right. One trade, one loss on the day.
Still keep it around VWAP, at least 10 points from it. If you can hold it. The 1 minute chart is telling us may have a little bit more room up, just a little bit. We do need a slight retracement though on a 30-second.
All right, so I'm done for today. That's 2 losses right there. I'm done for today.
What was the first one, Mo?
I took a long, but it didn't hit my TP1 and came back. And then the second one, the same thing. So I'm done for today.
Okay.
2 back-to-back. No need to push it.
Especially on a Friday, especially after the day we had yesterday, man.
Yep.
No need to push it, man. We were super green yesterday.
Yeah, there it goes, of course. That's all right. It happens. Let me see.
Power hour is approaching in 3 minutes. So I mean, not approaching the end of power hour is in 3 minutes. Again, remember to keep your eyes open for 11 o'clock and also 11:30. 11:30 is when London closes. You'll see some lot of volatility between 10:30 and 11:30. So let's see what happens. If and Mo, if you're done, we can go ahead and call it a day. I'm pretty much done
Yeah,
too.
I'm done
Honestly.
for the day. So, I'm 0 for 2 today. I took two losing trades. I locked myself out, so I'm done. I'm up for the week, which is awesome. And, I'm going to trade again on Monday.
Let's do it, man.
All right. So, everybody, thank you so much again for being here with us. Um, we are not doing the Discord today because it's Friday. However, Monday we'll be back at it, and we may have some more people on the call as well. We're gonna figure out to get other people's whatchamacallit, charts up and running. Till then, thank you everybody. Have a great weekend. Remember, stay disciplined. Trade your chart, and I'll see everybody on Monday. Take care, Clive.
All right, man. Take care.
All right, bye.
Every step I take feels so right. Let's make this day out of sight. Got that confident vibe inside my soul.